Today, I'm going to walk through the Redfin website. This is very beneficial not only for clients, but for you guys as agents. There's so much information on this website. It's definitely something that I recommend that you be using on a daily basis to check property details, neighborhood schools, price points, all of that good stuff. And it's really easy to use. So let's get started. So as you come onto the Redfin site, it looks like this. We're just going to go click on this house right here. So it's on the home page. This is a local house in my area in Newport Beach. So out the gate, the information is right here. Of course, you can click on the photos, work your way through them quickly if you want, just to get a glimpse. They're all right here. You can also scroll this way. So if you kind of just want a quick glimpse, but you're like, yeah, let me see if it has a fireplace. Yep, there's a fireplace. Fantastic. You can do a quick scroll like that. It shows you where the 3D walkthrough is if the property has one. You can do it right there and take a look that way. You can hit their redesign. So select a room to redesign. You can change things on the wall and the floors. This is really more for your client, not for you necessarily, but at least you know it's there if you want to point that out for your clients. Then there's the video tour button that's right there too. And that's a YouTube video. You can just go ahead and play that. And if there's a video on the listing, it'll be there. I'm going to pause that. And then if there's floor plans, you can see the floor plan right here. So you can have a good idea of the layout, where the bedrooms are. Some of your clients, of course, will want bedrooms on the main floor. Some of them, it won't be a problem, but you can take a good look there. And then, of course, there's the street view, and you can move around, see right there. That's great to know that there's construction going on that side of the house. Looks like there's an empty lot that side of the house. So these are the easy things to do for the photography part of Redfin. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to have the main information right here. You're going to have the street address. You're going to have if it's active. You're going to have the price point, a quick estimate of what that monthly will be. We'll take a look at that further down to see where they came up with that numbers, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, and then a small little map of generally where the house is. You can click on this and it's going to give you clearly a bigger map and more accurate, but it's nice to see it right there. Then scroll down. You can add comments yourself here. This is what I like about the Redfin site too. So if you want to add something like client fave, add to tour for tomorrow, you can write that. Anything you want, you can write there, and then that will be your notes here. All right, here again, you're going to have some very basic information. It's going to show you the beginning of the description of the house, but then it's going to give you just the information that most realtors want to see straight away. So they want to see how many days it's been on the market, if it's a single family, the year built, square footage, the lot square footage, garages, AC, washer dryer hookups, things like that. And also it's nice that they have the your commission right here so you can see. And then the contact information of the listing agent is going to be right there. Right underneath that, you're going to see some of the Redfin agents who have toured it, put some of their just insights in here. These generally aren't opinions, but should more be facts about what they see, and it should contain information that you don't necessarily see in the photos or the home description. So it's nice to read through those sometimes because you can get a little bit more information on the property before you go see it or recommend it to your clients. There's the map view again, a little bigger here, which is really cool. You can add a commute. So if your clients are on here, they can see how long it will take them to get to work. If you're looking to do a tour of this property, you can add your address in there and see how long it's going to take you. It will help you plan your day. So that's really cool. So down here is a little bit more information that I want people to make sure they don't miss. So here's the payment calculator, and this is where this monthly fee came above when I first showed it to you. And you can play around with this. So if you know what your client's down payment is, you can edit hit here. It's going to allow you to do it here. So you could put 25% right down there is what they have. So that's going to change it there. And then once you change that there, it's going to update it here. You can also change this. You can say, well, actually, they're getting a 20-year fixed, not a 30. So I'm going to change that right there. And I already know that the interest rate they have with their lender is 6.5 because I saw their pre-approval. So I'm going to change that there. And then this is going to update for you if you need it to. Right, here's some additional resources for the area. So you could look at any down payment assistance plans that are available for this property, any kind of electricity or solar that might be available, and then any internet plans for this area. And down here is going to have your open houses. So if you know that you want to meet your client with an open house, you can let them know. You can also save it to your open houses. That way, when you want to go take a look at your schedule, you can view it and it will be there, or it will also add it to your actual calendar. And then as you go down further, this is going to give you the more detailed information on the home. So it's going to give you all of the stuff that you'll see normally in your MLS. You can see it right here, as well as external features, any assessments. It should give you the utilities information if they're available. And then this is a little bit why I like Redfin too, is because they give you a little bit more information. So you got some location information here. They generally give you the school district that it's in. And then here's your listing information, of course, and the listing agent again. So down here is what I like to look at too as an agent. You can look at the sales history of the house. So this is nice to see if the house has been on or off the market. Like we can see here, this has been on and off. It's coming soon in October. It was relisted in December. The listing was removed in January. It was activated again in January. It went under contract at the beginning of February, but then it looks like it's fallen back out and it's been relisted. So it gives you a little history there, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. And if you jot this down, you can go back later in. And what I also like is you can also see what the house used to be like if there's photos from a previous listing. This is especially good if a house has been done up and you can kind of see what it was like and then what work has been done to it. And so I like looking here too. And that goes all the way back to whatever tax records are on file. So there could be a lot of information on these houses on Redfin. In the tax history, when you click over, you're going to be able to see all of the property tax information. I know as real estate agents, you get a lot of questions on tax. So this is a good place to point people to because you're going to be able to say, or, screenshot it and send it to them. But this is a good way to show them what the tax has been on this house in previous years. And then some more, the public facts and zoning right here. Of course, you get the APN number here, but you'll also get to see exactly what zoning it is. So this one specifically is an R2, which is really popular in this area, and some people are really looking for this. So you can check here and you'll be able to see exactly what that is. And then the schools. So Redfin, it partners with great schools. So you're going to get a quick glimpse of what the schools are here. Elementary, middle school and high school is normally here. Sometimes they won't all be there. But generally speaking, you will be able to see that. So not only will you be able to, if you're looking specifically for Newport Harbor High School, you'll be able to see that. Or if you have a client that's really interested in the grades of school, you'll be able to see those quickly too. And then if you want any more information, right here, provided by Great Schools link, you can click on that and it's going to bring you to the Great Schools website and you'll be able to dive in a lot more on your school information. And then down here, you'll have, these are more the local insights from the Redfin agents. So down on this part of the website, I really like the additional information Redfin provides. So not only does it provide a walk score, so what that means is what they think the score is for being able to walk to restaurants and things like that. They also give you the transit and the bikeable score, and they give you down here the transit routes that are on there, and also places that are close by, like grocery stores and restaurants. And you can click on this, and it's gonna, if you pull this up, it's gonna give you a lot more information. I mean, look, Starbucks, churches, McDonald's, and you can click through and it's going to tell you how many miles it is. So if someone really wants a house, you know, and they said they have to be close to, let's say, a Trader Joe's or something, you can come on here and you can look on here and you can look through to see if there's a Trader Joe's and how far it is from their house, and you'll be able to give them that information. So it's really kind of cool. And then this is something that Redfin has added recently. It's climate risks. So on their website, you're going to see a lot more information now on things like the flood factor, fire factor, and the heat factor, wind factor, and air factor. And when you click on it, it's going to give you some more information. So for your clients where this is really important to them, this is more information that you can have at your fingertips to be able to give them insight onto whether this house is going to meet their needs or not. And of course, if you click here, you'll be able to go to the full report at riskfactor.com. And so like you can print this, you can go into depth on it as well, which is really nice. What I like about the Redfin estimate here is that it gives me a quick view of whether the home is in a decent range or not. Now, this isn't that, in my opinion, this doesn't replace you going and doing a full-on CMA. But what I like is it gives me that quick view so I can look through here. It should give you about 4 to 6 houses to take a look at. So you can kind of get an idea if it's in the ballpark or if it's way off. The other thing I like to do is once I've gone through them is I like to click on this right here and I like to look at the map. So I can see, oh, okay, so I really did like house B and it's actually the closest to the property. So that makes me feel good. I liked A2, but it's on the other side of Coast Highway and it's closer to the water. So it might not be a great fit, but it's still good to know that it's, a recent sale in the area. And this is the other part that I like on the Redfin site. So this is going to give you some real estate insights for this property. And it's going to give it to you in a few different ways. So this one, it's specifically doing this Cliff Haven neighborhood. And it tells you right here what that is. So it's giving you the boundary of what they are considering to be the Cliff Haven neighborhood. And within this little area, it's going to give you the median list price, the median price per square foot, the median days on market, the median sale to list price, and then it's going to tell you how many homes are listed in that area and how many have sold recently. This is really great information. Again, when you want a quick look to say, hey, what's going on in this neighborhood? What's the price point? What's specifically, I like this, it's going to give you the price per square foot and kind of see where the neighborhood is compared to what this house is listed at. And then if you click on this arrow, it's going to give you it in a few different areas. So that was the neighborhood. This is going to do it by zip code. So this is the zip code that this house is in. And it's also, again, showing you on the map what area this zip code covers so you can see. And it's going to give you the exact same information so you can kind of see it. As you can see at the gate, there's a lot more houses listed here because we're doing a larger area. We're doing the zip code. So there's 31 houses listed in this zip and 9 have sold recently. And then it's going to give you it for just the city of Newport Beach. So if you have a city that has more than one zip code, you're going to be able to see this and that those numbers will be slightly different. As you can see here, 206 homes are listed in Newport Beach right now, and 41 have sold. And then the final one will be the county, and of course, this will be a much larger area as the map shows. But you just get an idea of how then Newport Beach compares to the county of Orange. So I really like these statistics. Redfin has a compete score, so it's basically, it takes the offers that have been put in, how many there were, how competitive the area is, and it gives you a competitive score. So in this one, for Cliff Haven, over the last 12 months, its score is 9, so it's not very competitive. So right here, you can compare this score to the neighborhood, the nearby neighborhoods. Now, remember, this is comparing it to Cliff Haven, which was the smallest neighborhood when we were doing the comparatives up here. Remember, it was the very first one, which is this small area here. It's given it a rating of 9, which is not very competitive, as we talked about. So when we click on here, it's going to compare that area to Balboa Island, which is very close, and Eastside Costa Mesa. Both of those areas are bigger than this Cliff Haven area. So their scores are going to be a little bit more competitive. And I think this is really good information to share with your clients, especially if they are looking to purchase in an area that's not so competitive. You can kind of give them the advantages and disadvantages compared to areas around them. And then what I like down here is your nearby recently sold homes. So again, we saw some sold homes that Redfin recommended as comps earlier up the page. This is going to be some more homes here. And again, you can click and you can view even more homes, and you can kind of pick which ones, see how it's given you a much larger area here. You can go through and see which ones are similar and which ones aren't. And like if there's any of them that you like this one's on the sand. I know the one that we were looking at isn't, so this might not be the best comp. But it's going to be there in case you want to look at it for some reason or take a comparison. But all of these are going to be right here. So then towards right at the bottom of the page here, there's going to be just a little bit more information in case you want to look on it, more real estate resources. So you have the new listings and the zip codes. You have, some other neighborhoods, the zip codes that are nearby, the cities that are nearby, and then popular searches. And then you're also going to have some frequently asked questions specifically for this listing that you're looking at. So what was the housing market like in Cliff Haven? It's going to give you a little blurb there on it. Cliff Haven housing market is not very competitive. The median sale price was 6 million last month. How competitive is the market? And it's going to give you a blurb there. So generally, this is why I wanted to go through a listing on the Redfin site and to make sure you know everything that's available for you to look at, because Redfin really is a data-driven company, and they put as much data as they can on this page, and it's not just for customers. It's really helpful, like I mentioned, to you guys as real estate agents. So I hope you found this helpful. And yeah, if you want any more information on some real estate videos and tips and tricks, check out my YouTube page. Thanks.